These 7 SAT math questions can boost your score in less than 10 minutes because they are questions College Board wants you to get right. Starting off with number 1, we are giving a scatter plot, and the question reads, the scatter plot shows the relationship between two variables x and y. A line of best fit for the data is also shown. At x equals 32, which of the following is closest to the y value predicted by the line of best fit? So right away, we are already given this line and a lot of points. What we really want to focus on is x equals 32, and the x is right here, as it also says, next to this arrow. So we want to go to x equals 32. So we go here, and then we go up where there's a point, and we see the point is at 2. So we know right away 0.4 is out, because everything else is near that. So now we just have to find the one that is closest to it. So 1.5, let's see, 2 minus 1.5 equals 0.5. So that could be it. Now, 2 minus 2.4, we also want to do the absolute value of this, equals 0.4. Now, 2 minus 3.3 equals 1.3. And for this one, we just want the one that is the smallest value. So we have 0.4 here, which would be 2.4. And that is your answer. Number 2 reads, 2 nearby trees are perpendicular to the ground, which is flat. One of these trees is 10 feet tall and has a shadow that is 5 feet long. At the same time, the shadow of the other tree is 2 feet long. How tall in feet is the other tree? So right away we are told that the trees are perpendicular to the ground, which is flat. So we can draw a right triangle. Now we're going to draw 2 because we're talking about 2 different objects. This first triangle, we can call it A. And the second triangle, we can call it B. So triangle A is given 10 feet tall, and the shadow is 5 feet long. Now, a lot of people think they put the shadow as the hypotenuse, but that is wrong. You put it as the other leg. Now, triangle B is given the shadow of the other tree, which is B, is 2 feet long. So we put it in the same spot as this shadow length. Now, what we are solving for is the height in feet of the other tree, which is the other leg. So we set it equal to x. Now, we can do a ratio to solve for x. So we do 10 over 5 is equal to x over 2. Now, what we want to do to solve from here is cross multiply. So 10 times 2 is 20, and 5 times x equals 5. Now to solve for x, we want to divide this whole thing by 5. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. 5x divided by 5 is just x, giving you your answer of 4. This problem is very easy. I don't think anyone should miss this one. We are given the y-intercept of the graph of y equals negative 6x minus 32, and the xy plane is 0, comma y. What is the value of y? So all we need to do is literally just plug in what we know. So we are given x equals 0 equals y. So we just do y equals negative 6 times 0 minus 32. 6, or anything times 0 is 0, so we just get y equals negative 32. That's our answer. Number 4 reads, figure A and figure B are both regular polygons. The sum of the perimeter of figure A and the perimeter of figure B is 63 inches. The equation 3x plus 6y equals 63 represents the situation, where x is the number of sides of figure A and y is the number of sides of figure B. Which statement is the best interpretation of 6 in this context? So right away, it's really wordy, but it's really simple if you read. So A says, each side of figure B has a length of 6 inches. That's a possibility. Now we just need to read the rest and make sure that's right. The number of sides of figure A is 6. Well, we were given that x is the number of sides of figure A. So 3 is with x, so that can't be right because 6 is with y. C says each side of figure A has a length of 6 inches. That's also not right because 3 is associated with x, which is A. B says the number of sides of figure B is 6. That's also wrong because we are given y is the number of sides of figure B, leaving A for your answer. Alright, number 5 says, store A sells raspberries for $5.5 per pint and blackberries for $3 per pint. Store B sells raspberries for $6.50 per pint and blackberries for $8 a pint. A certain purchase of raspberries and blackberries would cost $37 at store A or $66 at store B. How many pints of blackberries are in this purchase? So right away, I'm thinking systems of equations, and we can set the raspberries equal to x and blackberries equal to y. So for equation A, we can go 5.5x plus 3y equals, set it equal to the price at the store, so 37. For equation B, we would go 6.5x plus 8y equals store B's price, which is 66. Now you could solve this, but I think it would be easier to graph on Desmos. So you can just go 5.5x plus 3y equals 37. And then 6.5x plus 8y equals 66. Now the answer would be right here. So you're given x equals 4 and y equals 5. Now the one we are concerned about is y, which is, it moved, but y is equal to blackberries, and it's asking how many pints of blackberries are in this purchase. So it would be 5. Alright, number 6 says, how many distinct real solutions does the given equation have? So we're given x minus 1 squared equals -4. So to solve this, we would square root both sides. And the thing is, when you square root a negative of anything, that gives us no real solution. So the answer would just be D. Number 7 says, for the function f of 0 equals 86, and for each increase in x by 1, the value of f of x decreases by 80%. What is the value of f of 2? So to start off, this sounds like a decay function, which can be written as f of x equals a times b to the power of x. A is the initial value, b is the rate, and then x is just x. So for f of 0, we have 86 times b to the 0 equals 86. So to find b, we just want to do 1 minus 0.8, because we are given each increase in x by 1, the value decreases by 80%, which can also be written as 0.8. So b equals 0.2. So then we get f of x equals 86 times 0.2 to the power of x, because 0.2 is our b and 86 is our a. So now, to solve for f of 2, we can just graph this. So f of x equals 86 times 0.2 to the power of x. And for f of 2, you can just go f parentheses 2, and it gives you your answer, 3.44.